from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Carolina Panthers taking on Jalen Hurts and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game...
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a two-time Pro Bowler in his 6th season now, Dak Prescott.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was Week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in Week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. What do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. I think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading him out in his second season from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, it's Jalen Hurts.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a give right side. It's Hines, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On play action, Prescott complete to his tight end sample. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Hurts sets up to throw it. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts. And going right back to Pittman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Patterson, and if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. To throw is Prescott. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. It's Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22, Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Latu. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Scott. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action now. Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, able to get him for a loss of about 3. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll move their lead up to 4 now. Also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A first down throw for Prescott. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
First down, Prescott. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Panthers Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 29, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Latu. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Prescott on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And that one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Gabriel Davis, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. Elijah Mitchell, well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, Jacobs once more. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Latu. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Prescott on play action. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Yeah, the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hines. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look, and he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. On target over the middle to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now. It's Scott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott now from the 50. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To the air again, Prescott. He'll check this down to Hines. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this out wide to Scott. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Scott. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Boston Scott. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On first down, Hurts. Throw left side to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
On first down, it's McBride. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McBride, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. It's McBride. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.